This is a multi-part video series consisting of picture-in-picture footage of Arma 3 gameplay from both the Game Master's perspective and the participants of the mission. As always, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the series as much as we enjoyed making it. If you like watching these episodes, maybe you'd like to join in too. Our team is looking for new members. Just click on the annotation on the screen or visit MGamers.com/Arma Recruit. We'd love to have you join us. So welcome to the mission, guys. This is at MultiplayerGamers.com Arma 3 Zeus missions. We have Conan 58, we have Snow Reaper, Tempest, we have Devious, we have Rude, we have Kakashi, and we have Luzon. And we should be joined by Nillers shortly. This is going to be an interesting mission. Today we are on the terrain of Isla Duala. We've been on this terrain a number of times. In the history of our time on this map, this terrain is under heavy civil war, much like it has been in real life. In this particular situation, our AO is going to be primarily focused on the town up here of Bolaboba, also in the Dendala district down here, and possibly extended out either to the airport or possibly to the smaller town to the southeast of the main town proper. Haven't quite decided that. I'm going to sort of kind of let that happen as the mission progresses. But the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop a map marker indicating that this is their primary objective. And we're going to give that Bola Boba. The units that we're going to be going up against are a little bit different than we have in the past. Well, sort of different, sort of not. What I'm going to do just right off the bat is I'm going to go ahead and spawn the civilian life that we're going to see in this area, and it's going to be up to the team to extract the civilians from this area or help them get out of the area. So we're going to do that first. I'm not going to put too many civilians in here. I don't really want them to be too much of a distraction. And we're just going to use random Persian guys. I don't want the mission to be all about, gathering the civilians and getting them out. So I think at most I'm probably going to put a dozen of them in here. So what? That's 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe 5 or 6 more. 9, 10, 11, 12. So again, that's not really their primary objective. I mean, it is according to the mission. Bad pilot in the stream says, "Oh, I remember this map. This is the map where Funar jump scared the team with a tank." Yes, it is. Spoiler alert: we'll probably see another tank in this one. So we're going to go ahead and use the Malaysian army as the primary group that's going to be in here. And I grabbed the wrong guys, or the wrong group. So we're going to do, primary of these guys, and I will spawn some actual tanks as well. But we'll go ahead and get some of that going. So this is going to be mainly sort of like an occupation, I guess you could say. And we'll drop some of these dudes down. So this is what the bad guys look like. They're dressed in camo. They have combat helmets on and so forth. So that's what the dudes look like. So we're going to go ahead and drop dudes in the truck. In all likelihood, they will not remain in the truck because that's just the way Arma works. And that's fine. I'm also going to drop some MG teams kind of sporadically around the town. RPG, I'm sorry, not MG. But I am going to do MG teams as well. And I'm going to put those near the higher buildings because they'll actually climb up into the ceiling, or the roof rather. Actually, I'm going to kind of cheat and put these guys on the roof. Like so. like that, hopefully without killing them. Yes, okay, so they're up there. And we're going to go ahead and drop a bunch of infantry, just random infantry squads in the area as well. And you notice I'm not telling the AI what to do. I'm going to go ahead and let them decide their own patrols. I might go ahead and go and assign them to garrison a building or whatnot as things progress. We'll throw some elite commandos as well. And as the mission progresses, I'm not going to spawn them now just for the sake of the server, but I will go ahead and spawn in a third faction. I don't want to do it now because the two factions will fight each other, and I don't want them to decimate each other while the team is getting out here. So I'm going to drop a bunch of these as well. If I spawn the green 4 guys or the independent guys, like I said, they'll just fight each other, and we'll have very few of either side remaining, to be honest with you. I'll be providing the support via HQ as usual. I usually type to the team, but lately I've actually been communicating via voice, and we've been doing that a little bit. I'll probably do that again in this situation in this evening. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and spawn some additional units that are empty. So we've got not any planes. And these are just for ambient to indicate that the force came in just massive amounts. As if they came in on like a convoy. So there's, so I want to make sure I'm facing the right direction. Yep, okay. So that way it looks like they came in from the main road down this way. And presumably, you know, from the pass over here. That's kind of the idea that I'm trying to convey there. This is not all the troops I'll spawn. I'll spawn additional troops as things progress. I feel like I need more civilians now that I see just how sparse this looks. A bunch of these guys are going to die. That's just kind of the reality of the situation. They're definitely not going to rescue all of them. And I'm going to need to give them a place to put them once they are rescued. Ideally, I want air to fly them back to the Nimitz, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the best option yet, so we'll see. So we also need some vehicles, or additional vehicles. In this particular situation, I'm going to go ahead and grab some Russian tanks. Actually, I'm gonna spawn at least 2. Yeah, mounted machine guns. Yeah, that's definitely an option too. So Sam, aka Brick Battle, in chat requested mounted machine guns too. Yes, I will drop some of those. I like to drop them unoccupied, and the reason I do that is the AI will actually just go ahead and jump in them when they choose to do so. That's what I wanted, the T-72. So I'm going to drop a T-72 down here. It's not exactly the camo pattern I wanted, but whatever. And let's see, I'm going to drop some crewmen. I think this is a 4-man vehicle. Yep. Oh, one of the guys is on the outside. Okay, well, he'll just stay there. It's a 3-man vehicle, apparently. Bad Pilot just asked, didn't the team kill a friendly tank the last time? Yes, this was a triple faction mission last time we were here, and the team did accidentally kill the third faction, and then the third faction became hostile to them in the process. So yes. So we're going to make the hospital kind of be the one of the places these guns go. So I'm going to dot the guns around, I think. We'll do this. And again, I'm not necessarily going to put guys on these guns. I'm going to let the AI decide whether or not they want to use them, and I can almost guarantee that they're going to use them. We'll get mainly the service roads going into the zone. I'll encourage them to use the gun. So, for example, what I mean by encourage them is if I put an infantry squad like here, I can almost guarantee two of those guys are gonna use that gun. Happens almost every time. All right, so we have a bunch of M2s. I'm going to put a mortar position in as well because, you know, soccer field needs a mortar. It's just the way that is. And I think there's another sporting field over here somewhere. Maybe I'm thinking of different terrain. I will put one here. And they got to be in places that make sense. The other military force is going to be a similar faction to these guys. I have to look up their name. I have to be honest with you. I don't remember what they were called. I may actually use the mercenaries team. I think these are the guys I'm thinking of. Oops, wrong group. So if I go here, let's look at a weapons team because that'll be the good crosscut of them. Yeah, it's these guys, the mercenaries. This is going to be the other faction that come in. So it'll be the green 4 mercenaries. So there's your answer. So I think that's a pretty good spattering of guys. We have a pretty large group of a pretty large team tonight. So I'll definitely add more as time progresses. And then these guys will slowly patrol the area as things progress, and the AI will just do that all by themselves. I'll put the HQ element here. And I'll add additional vehicles and have those roll in as well. So all right, what else can I add here? I need to actually check. Hang on a second. I think, if I remember right, how it is a civilian aircraft. I don't want that. I think they all are. Yep. All right, so that's not going to work. I want to stick to that faction as much as possible. So that's it in a nutshell. That's the town. I'm going to hold off on putting any guys down here since this is the team's. Well, you know, I'm going to second guess myself. I'm going to go ahead and drop some guys down here too. We'll get some guys down here. We'll get a bunch of infantry dudes. And I'm going to mark this as a secondary. And this is south. Oops. Try that again. South. Bola Bola. Bola Boba. Bola B-O-B-A. South Bola Boba. There we go. I don't know if that's the actual name of the town. That's what we've always called it. In the history of this, let's see, Sam or Brick Battle asks, could I place down some Russian Spetsnaz military advisors to hint at some Russian support? We've not done this on this terrain yet. So that would kind of be away from the way we've treated this terrain before. That would be kind of unusual. If we didn't already have a history on this terrain, then yeah, that'd be a great idea. We'd certainly do something like that. But there's already a history that these are the factions that exist on this map, at least in our timeline. So I'm not going to populate the airport at this time. That's sort of an out of bounds area. And I think that's going to do it for just the initial setup. I'm not going to do too much more. I will drop an MG team right here. So mainly it's a CQB mission, a close quarters combat mission. Dragonfly asks, how about a third military force come in a mixed air and ground attack? That could happen. I think that's valid. That would be interesting, for sure. So yeah, but I think that is going to be our setup, guys. So we're going to go from there. And if you're watching, those of you that are watching the live stream live, obviously you get to see this live. For those of you that are watching this pre-recorded, this is the end of part 1. And we'll see you in the next few parts. Thanks for watching, guys.